Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the next Gigantamax Pokemon we're going to be seeing in Pokemon Go, and unfortunately it's not going to be Gigantamax Machamp, but in fact it is going to be Gigantamax Snorlax. So this is going to be pretty awesome stuff here, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on why did we not get Gigantamax Machamp first. We'll talk about it, but with that said, let's go over the details. We're going to go over some counters as well, because this is kind of an interesting one here. And let's just see what we have going on, all right? Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. And let me kind of fix that. There we go. All right, so Gigantamax Snorlax Max Battle Day. So it's going to be one of those days, right? It's going to be going down April 19th, so we still have quite a bit of time here at 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. local time. I really have to give it up for my local community making a whole bunch of new gyms. I mean, it's a particular person, but I don't know if they want me to shout them out. So you know who you are, man. You're awesome, and we have a good spot. So moving it on here for the bonuses. The following bonuses will be active during the event. Max particle collection limit will increase up to 1,600. All power spots will host the Gigantamax battles. Gigantamax Snorlax. Power spots will refresh more frequently every 30 minutes. 8 times the max particles from the power stops, always love that, and 2 additional special trades. So once you're done, you can go ahead and trade with some people. Make sure you do that before the event's over, because you guys could be going until 5 and then, oh no, we're not going to be able to do 2 special trades because it's over. So a little bit of a downtime that you can do some of the trading going on there, right? The following bonuses will be active on April 19th from 12 a.m. until 5 p.m. local time. 2 times max particles from exploring, and then 1/4 adventure distance to receive the max particles. You know what that is when you go into the max battle section of the game, and then you can have your distance and you can collect those. Okay, so not bad. All right, moving it on here. Ticket, of course, there's going to be a $5 ticket, and this is absolutely worth your purchase. Well, I personally think so, because you get so much extra when you do purchase these. All right, time research awarding. Awards include the following: 1 max mushroom, which can be kind of expensive as well, and 25,000 XP. The following, you'll also receive the following bonuses: times 2 XP from max battles, and max particle collection limit increases up to 5,600. That's a lot. All right. And of course, the featured Pokemon is going to be Gigantamax Snorlax. All right. What is it good for? Absolutely something. We'll talk about it here. And of course, if you don't know about the max mushrooms, it's essentially making it so you're doing 2 times the damage. So if you go in there with, say, 6 people, essentially you're going to be in there with 12 people if everybody has the max mushroom on. Okay, so that can definitely help you out if you don't have too many people. Unfortunately, they have not made it so we can remote raid the max battles quite yet, but it does look like that is in the cards as far as data mines are concerned. And then moving on here, time research. The following time research will be available leading into the event. Complete the time research to encounter Dynamax Pokemon that are strong against the Gigantamax Snorlax, which essentially the only thing that we do have is going to be Machop. All right, so I'm going to tell you, if you're thinking, what the hell's wrong? Why did they not bring out Gigantamax Machamp first? I mean, they even put it on the dang trailer before as the events, or at least this new season started. And it'll help us, kind of giving us that rock, paper, scissor effect that we've been seeing. So we have the next thing that's good against the next counters, right, of Gigantamax. Well, here's the thing. We have Dynamax Machamp, right? So that's going to be good anyways. But the thing is, I feel like they want us to spend stardust and invest in these Dynamax Machamps, knowing that we're going to need to use them. And I'm going to give you my thoughts on if I'm going to be investing in any of those Machamps. If you have that, cool, but I'm going to tell you my thoughts. So they want us to invest, they want us to go out there, they want us to do these Machamps anyways, and so that they can continue to keep that, I don't know, they just want us to keep spending or something. So I don't really have too much on that. I think that's pretty much it. They just want us to keep spending and keep playing these Dynamaxes, and then get really excited when we get the Gigantamax. But remember, when we get the Gigantamax, I guess you can reclaim all that candy, but don't spend too much right now. Gigantamax Snorlax Max Battle Day. So for $5 or equivalent, you're going to be able to get just some more stuff here. So we already been over that. Well, not really all of it, but yeah, we kind of already talked about that. And then in the web store, there will be a special box for you to purchase, $4.99 or equivalent in your area, so keep that in mind too. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the counters here. Now this is going to get a little interesting. So first one is it's not even that, it's Snorlax, it's a normal type, it's only weak to fighting, right? Resisting Ghost. So your Gengars are out the window. I mean, you could, technically. I mean, Focus Blast. But there is no quick move on it that is going to be helping you if you're using a Dynamax. But anyways, let's move on. Machamp, Counter, and Cross Chop, all right? And then that's going to be number 1. Oddly enough, the second one is going to be Snorlax Gigantamax itself. If you're thinking, wait a minute, what? It has Lick. That's not very effective. Yep, but you're also going to be resisting it too if you're using it. And it does have a special Gigantamax charge move, right? It's going to be a normal type. It's not going to be based off the quick move because this is Gigantamax and everyone has their particular type. So apparently Snorlax is there. Let's see, time to win. 2020 seconds. All right, whatever. Moving on, number 3 is going to be Metagross with Zen Headbutt, Zapdos with Thunder Shock, Gigantamax Venusaur. Don't need to tell you the particular moves because they all have the Gigantamax all have that special charge move. Gigantamax Charizard apparently with Dragon Breath, but all right, whatever. Moltres with Fire Spin, Gigantamax Lapras with Water Gun. Well, I don't need to say that. What am I doing? It's all the same, but it's calling for Water Gun on this one, so there you go. Next is going to be another Moltres, but with a different move set. Wait, what's going on here? What are we doing here? Why is there... Oh, because I doubled it up, my bad. Okay. Then we have Excadrill with Metal Claw, Gigantamax Blastoise, Gigantamax Kingler, Raikou with Thunder Shock, Rillaboom with Razor Leaf, Dynamax Venusaur with Vine Whip. And then we have, okay, doubling it up again, my bad. Phalanx. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's Phalanx. I'm not powering it up. Hell out of here with that crap. Hell no. If I had like 100 or a 98, maybe. But nah, that's just me, though. And I'll tell you what I'm going to use, okay? All right. Articuno with Frost Breath, Machoke with Low Kick. That's, yeah, fighting. Gigantamax Toxtricity. Gengar with Sucker Punch. Wait, is that going to be... Is that, yeah. Yeah, Gengar. Blissey with Pound, okay? However that works. Is that it? I mean, support, you can keep on, you know, using a shield and healing your team. I guess that works. Dynamax Charizard with Fire Spin, Unfezant with Air Slash, Germanitan with Fire Fang, Cinderace with Fire Spin, Kingler with Bubble, Krigogonal with Frost Breath. Now here's another one. Here's an interesting one. Double with Low Kick, which is going to have a Dynamax charge move of fighting if you do have Low Kick, or Double Kick, sorry. Was there another one on here? So it's Counter, all right, Phalanx, Machoke, Machamp, and then, all right, Double. So yeah, Double could be, you know, a pretty damn good option, you know? So if you want to power one up, if I had a really good one, a shiny at that too, that'd be cool. The shinies for these are awesome. And then Gigantamax Gengar, all right, so yeah. So there are the counters. Now I don't, you know what's crazy? I haven't done one Machop. Well, I have done one Machop, a couple of them, but the thing is I've transferred them because they were garbage. I just haven't really been doing too many of those, aside from, you know, going out and, you know, meeting up with people. Other than that, I've only completed a few Dynamax raids because I needed to complete my task that we did have, right? What am I going to use? I don't have a Machamp. Am I going to go get one? Not really, okay? I'm just going to be honest. If you're in a lobby with a ton of people, I'm pretty sure you're going to be all right. I'm pretty sure. What I will use is probably Metagross and Venusaur, right? Let's see the time to win here. Metagross to 2031, Venusaur at 1705, Charizard at 1602, and then, you know, Snorlax is going to be lower because it's not really attack heavy, and, you know, I don't know why it's number 2, maybe because it's just going to be able to absorb a lot of moves here. But if it does have superpower, then you're going to be going down because you got to think about that superpower, super effective, and it will be taking off probably a ton of your health, right? Same with your Blissey. But I'm going to be using, I mean, you could use, I guess, Excadrill, but I don't know. I'm personally just going to use Metagross and Venusaur, right? I have 2 Venusaurs, I'll use 2 of those, and then 1 Metagross. That's it. If you have a bunch of people, it really doesn't matter, right? I'll throw on a Max Mushroom just so I can bring in more damage, right? Since I didn't power up a Machamp, I just have a little thing against that. Like you do what you got to do, but we're going to get Gigantamax. Why would I power up a bunch of Dynamax? Machamp, you know? What's the point? Whatever. But anyways, well, I can see the point now. You need one now. If you don't have that many people, you're definitely going to need these Machamps. So there you go, folks. Pretty awesome. that's it. It's going down in a while, in like a month. April 19th, yeah, so you got plenty of time to prepare yourself. And shoot, I might just get a Machamp. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, if you did enjoy this video, if you can give it a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.